Welcome to Now is the Time. I'm Heather Rumley.
And I'm Todd Rollins.
The topics of health and fitness are a big deal these days, but what do you really need to know? Over the next half hour, we'll take a look at 4 different aspects of health and fitness right here in Tulsa. We'll start with the latest craze called CrossFit, and then meet with doctors to talk about how to avoid fitness injuries and how to recover from them. Then we'll get you outfitted with the most fabulous attire for any physical activity, and we'll end with some amazing treatments at a local medical spa.
It's difficult to stay motivated to continue to do fitness and exercise, but we have the answer. We're going to keep it fun. We're going to show you how to do that.
From attire to fitness to looking and feeling your very best. Stay tuned as our experts share important tips on how to build a better you. We're joined now by Breck Berry. He's the owner of CrossFit Jenks. And Breck, we should say you're not only a certified instructor of CrossFit, but you've competed at the national level.
I've competed in 4 CrossFit Games as an individual, and actually this year we have qualified a CrossFit Jenks team to go out to California for the big worldwide games.
Outstanding. So what is CrossFit? There's no Stairmaster here. What do we do?
CrossFit's all functional movement, meaning bending, pushing, pulling, throwing, running. So we don't isolate any one joint like you would with a leg extension, leg curl, bicep curl, something like that. We're doing multi-joint, big muscle groups, and it's constantly varied. We're doing weightlifting, body weight activities, pull-ups, push-ups. We run, we use rowing machines, gymnastic rings, just a wide variety of different exercises.
All right, so do you also have a wide variety of people who can do this? Do I need to train before I even come here? It sounds scary.
It is intimidating for a lot of people, but I explain it, anyone can do it, but it's not for everyone. It's high intensity. I mean, you eventually get to where you're going to go high intensity with most of the exercises and workouts, but anyone can do it. We can scale it down. We can change workouts. We can, somebody that's doing, say, a 2-foot box jump, we could scale it down to a little 6-inch weight plate that they can step up on instead of jumping.
Okay, so I don't need to be in shape before I start a CrossFit program.
No, we actually offer a class we require you to do a class called CrossFit 101, where it's 6 sessions where we're going to teach you all these fundamental movements, and we're going to start you out a little like with some beginner level workouts and kind of get you used to what we're doing here with this high intensity stuff, so before we throw you into a regular
Probably a good idea.
Yes.
All right, so what are the programs in terms of age appropriateness and different levels?
With our CrossFit classes, it's for all ages. It's co-ed, all ages, and like I said, we can scale anything, load, intensity, the workout, whatever we need to. So everyone's got their own equipment. You're not going to get anyone else's way. You have your own barbell, your own dumbbell, your own pull-up bar, and you work through the workout at your own pace. And then you complete it, at your own pace without slowing somebody else down.
All right, and you even have a program for kids, is that right?
We do. We have a CrossFit Kids program, and it's geared more of teaching movement than actually lifting weights. We'll teach them exercises for weightlifting, but we're not going to put a lot of weight bearing on the kids. Let them have a little more fun.
All right. How long is a program before someone can say, okay, I'm seeing results?
That depends on probably your nutrition program too. I mean, if you're following what we recommend, just a whole food approach, stay away from refined carbohydrates, processed foods, good lean meats, good protein, good fats, good carbohydrates such as fruits and vegetables. If you do that and you follow CrossFit 3 to 5 days a week, I guarantee you'll see results.
All right. Well, so speaking of results, give us a sample or two of some of the really, really great success stories here.
I can give my mom for one. She never worked out in her life. Once we opened this gym, she started doing CrossFit a couple days a week. She got hooked on the social aspect of it. It's a unique community. I mean, I like to describe it, we're like a church, but our religion is fitness. Everyone kind of hangs out, we help each other, we hang out together on weekends and so on. She kind of liked the social aspect, met some friends, started doing it more. We had a nutrition challenge. She's lost, I think since she started, 30 to 40 pounds. I mean, she's lost quite a bit. So,
fantastic. And she's actually on the team or has competed, correct?
She's not on our team, but
okay.
She's 60 years old, and she last year qualified in the 60 and over and went out and competed in the CrossFit Games in the 60 and over division. So.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, there's also a boot camp program for people who are really hardcore. Is that right?
Well, we call it Power Camp.
Power Camp.
And it's basically kind of a CrossFit boot camp, yes. They don't get into as much barbell stuff, so it's a little faster pace for the whole hour. Like with CrossFit, we're teaching a lot of movements, so we're having to go over a lot of stuff. Well, we still get a workout in, but with the power camp, it's a little faster pace for the whole hour.
All right.
Not quite so technical.
All right, so it sounds like there are some different options that people can choose from. There's a little bit of training beforehand that they go through to make it less intimidating. It's really for anyone. What else would you want the viewer to know about CrossFit, Jenks?
You know, like I said, a lot of people get intimidated by it. They see it, they see all the stuff, the ropes, the rings, and they just don't think they can do that stuff. But they should know that everything can be scaled. We have assistive devices, like for pull-ups, we have big bands. Like a big rubber band that can help them do a pull-up.
All right.
And anyone can do it.
And you've been here since 2007?
2007, yes.
All right, and right here at 511 Elm and Jenks.
No, we actually just last weekend moved to this location. We were right around the corner in a facility about half this size, and we've just been growing the past 5 years, and found this place and moved in last weekend. So.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations. We appreciate your time, Breck. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Back to you, Todd.
With fitness, there may be injuries. So first, how do you avoid injury? And if you do get injured, what do you need to know? At Central State Orthopedic Specialists, they have your answers. We go now to Heather and Dr. Brian Hawkins.
We're now joined by Dr. Brian Hawkins. He's an orthopedic surgeon with Central State's Orthopedic Specialists. Dr. Hawkins, the good news is people are exercising more. The bad news is they're not always taking the precautions before they begin a program. What do people need to do before beginning an exercise program?
One of the best things they can do is education, because what invariably they want to do is they want to do too much too quickly, and they're just not conditioned for that. So some guidance from people would be helpful, people who know that, some therapists or their personal trainers who can help them.
Excellent. Now, the common injuries that you see, what are the mistakes that most people make because they don't take the precautions?
The overwhelming problem that we see is overuse or doing too much too quickly. A patient or a person will go out and they say, I'm going to start running.
Right.
And they go out the first day and they run 5 miles and they can't walk the next day. They're simply not conditioned for that.
Yeah.
And the problem is they don't understand that they need to ramp that up slowly, because your ligaments and your muscles need to be conditioned just like your lungs and your heart do.
Right. So in terms of, let's say we've conditioned a bit, let's say we're kind of in the middle of a workout that's become fairly routine, but we start to get a soreness. We don't think we're injured, but just sore. What can we do to help alleviate that soreness?
The first thing you need to do is understand that that is a sign that something may be too much. You may be doing too much, but invariably you will recover from that if you allow yourself to recover from that. Typically that's done just with the passage of time. We can add things such as stretching, the use of other things such as ice, perhaps after an activity. We can even use anti-inflammatory medicines, but we need to make sure that the pain goes away before you act on that muscle again and then escalate the problem.
Sure. So you talked about time. At what point do we start to think, all right, maybe this isn't just sore, maybe I'm actually injured?
I think the problem there is persistence of the pain. Typically, a sore muscle after 24 or 48 hours will be much better. Or a ligament or a tendon, it's very common to get problems in the tendons. If they don't, you have to realize that that's a sign that that's being overused, and you need to back off or else you won't be able to do the activity pretty soon. So I think persistence of pain that doesn't go away, and I think seeking medical attention is reasonable probably at that point.
All right, so once you've worked with someone for a while and they're feeling better, the pain has been alleviated, are there any tips for starting back into their previous exercise program?
We will often enlist the help of knowledgeable people, usually trainers or therapists. We have our own set of trainers to try and develop a specific program where people will ramp up slowly. They will not overdo it, or they will know what to look for, and they'll know what things to do with respect to the pain that they're having to try and help that go away. So I think the biggest problem is an education problem and knowing what to look for and not to therefore browbeat your body and your muscles into submission to where you can't participate in the activity at that point.
Right. Actually giving patients a sense of self-awareness around what pain is too much pain and what am I doing to alleviate it at the right time.
That's exactly right. And our therapists are very good, even when patients are recovering from injuries, they know how much pain is enough and to what threshold they should take people for their recovery. They also know, and they're also very good at being able to provide a program for them to, as I said once again, ramp back up into the activity.
Sure, great to know. If there's one last thing that you want the viewers to know about Central State's orthopedic specialist, what would it be?
Well, Central State's is we consider it an all-services group. We provide all types of sports medicine orthopedic services, including convenient locations and the therapy and everything that's required to get people back. But our biggest issue is patient satisfaction. We really want patients to have a great experience here, and if they don't, we want to know about it, and we ask them about it so that we can make it better for them and for all the other patients that come here.
Absolutely, and you do it in real time, getting that feedback, which is so unique.
Well, we try to do that, and we think in this day and age it's probably the most important marketing effort, and we want patients to have a perfect experience here.
That's great to know. Thank you so much for sharing a little bit with us. We appreciate it, Dr. Hawkins.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more of Now is the Time.
You're right, Heather. Injuries can happen, but if you address them quickly and get with a pro like Dr. Hawkins, you can get back to your fitness program as soon as possible. Now we're going to shift gears. Fitness apparel. We got bad news for some of you folks. T-shirts and shorts, they're out. Hi, I'm here with Philip Shane of Ascent and Movement Outdoor Stores, and they're right here on Cherry Street. Philip, tell us a little bit more about these active stores.
Sure. Well, we started off with Ascent here on 15th Street, Cherry Street. Primarily we focus on apparel, and it is outdoor apparel, so with our Patagonia, the North Face, Mountain Hardwear, Marmot, those are the four that we mainly focus on. We also get into footwear, Solomon, Montrail, Patagonia footwear, Vibram Five Fingers. I don't know if you remember Tree Torn from back in the day.
Sure.
They're coming back, so we've got some Tree Torn here as well. And we do a little bit with accessories with our watches, Sunto watches, and then Maui Gym, sunglasses, Smith Optics, stuff like that.
Well, you have a lot of nice choices here that people can, you know, some people can still get on the internet, but you know what? People want to come here and try these things, have the service, and that's what you offer here locally.
Yeah, I feel like we do a great job. Surround myself around a lot of smart people, talented people with my employees. But, you know, yeah, number one, we're a local business, so we're all about people coming in and just hanging out and keeping us entertained as well. And we try to, you know, help them out as much as we can and help them out whether it's day-to-day activity, a hobby that they enjoy, or if they're going on a trip, try to equip them a little bit better with that.
Well, it's amazing that clothes have gone, you know, when wanted to go outside, T-shirt and shorts. It's not about that anymore. You help people have more confidence by feeling better about themselves because they're feeling good about what they're wearing. They're able to be outside and enjoying things more.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, everyone's always picking up a new hobby, and there's a lot of intimidation behind a new hobby because you surround yourself around people at all different levels, and when someone's a starter, they might not be at that level of expertise. So, you know, when someone looks good, feels good, then you want to help them perform better, whether it's on a physical side or a mental side, and so we just try to do the best we can.
Tell us a little bit about Movement next door.
Sure. Movement, our main line that we carry there is a line called Lucy. Now Movement's all for women, all women's activewear, and we carried Lucy. We started off here in Ascent. We were the first ones for Oklahoma. Did well for us, so we opened them up. We started the store Movement, just meaning all different types of movements that involve in activewear. So when you're active, you know, yoga, Pilates, running, tennis, golf, whatever it may be. So we have Lucy over there. We also carry a line called Aloe, a line called Beyond Yoga, and we're just getting into the tennis and golf side of things. A company called Leisha and Lole. So.
Well, it's awesome that Tulsa has these options, you know, on a local basis because, you know, we're starting to lose some of that with the internet. It's nice. People still want to try things on and see how they feel. And also, tell me a little bit about, I didn't want to forget, the corporate. Say I'm going to have an event and I want people to remember my event. How can you help them with that? Sure.
Well, we do two things on the corporate side. One, we'll hold events here where, you know, if we team up with just an individual that has friends that they want to invite, or you know, an instructor with a gym or a business, then we'll send out an invite. We'll have people come in one evening, close down the store, and offer a discount for their customers or for their clients or friends. Usually do sushi and some wine, and make it a fun event. And then on the other side of the corporate side, which is very new for us, is we're getting into doing corporate sales, corporate buying, where a business owner can come in and purchase rain jackets, fleeces, duffel bags, shirts, whatever it might be that they want, and then we offer free embroidery on that. And so far, we've found that business owners are liking is that it's putting their logo that they're proud of, their company, next to another powerhouse, Patagonia, North Face. So it's kind of a bragging right that they got on that jacket with those companies, but also performs well. Too,
fantastic. So. And tell us a little bit about the yoga upstairs, how that got started.
Okay. We, obviously getting into the yoga apparel, we decided maybe we should do yoga classes. Mm-hmm. So we don't have enough square footage inside, but we have a rooftop. So we started a rooftop yoga class Saturday mornings during the farmers market from 9 to 10:30. Mm-hmm. And now we've taken that, and once a month we do a vino and vinyasa class, wine, yoga, on the rooftop at night, under the stars. It's pretty cool.
Fantastic. Philip, thank you so much for your time. Tulsa, come out to Ascent and Movement and enjoy some active wear.
Thanks, Todd. When you like how you look, it's projected in your self-confidence. At Whitlock Cosmetic Center, their medical spa has so many options for helping you love the way you look. Take it away, Todd.
I'm at the Whitlock Cosmetic Center of Oklahoma with Dr. Whitlock. Doctor, tell us a little bit about how you help people feel more confident about themselves through the procedures that you do here.
Well, at the office we do surgical procedures as well as have a medical spa. The surgical procedures that we offer specialize in quick recovery breast augmentation as well as breast lifts, tummy tucks, and liposuction.
Tummy tucks and liposuction, men take part in those as well, don't they?
Yes, that's the most common thing we see men for, and it seems to be increasing a little bit each year. Men are typically interested in around the stomach, the sides, and even the chest.
So you're reshaping some folks, reshaping them to feel better, and that's part of the health overall is to feel better. But once they do these procedures, they still need to take some ownership of it and do the right things afterward too.
Absolutely. The procedures that I perform, they aren't weight loss procedures, they are reshaping tools. We can improve the looks both in and out of clothing, and they feel better about themselves. But in order to maintain that result, they really need to change some of their habits, the diet, and exercise.
Right. On the quick recovery breast augmentation, it's not a lot of days that go by on something like that. Tell us about what the ladies need to know about this.
Well, yes, this is a procedure. All the ladies that have come in have heard horror stories about staying in bed for a few weeks, but it doesn't have to be that way. The recovery is within a few days they're back to work. We recommend they go out to dinner that night, and so the recovery time is very short, very minimal pain for the far majority.
People who are watching the show may say, gosh, I've been thinking about doing some of those procedures, I just haven't done it. You need to visit with them. They need to come into the office and you need to visit with them. Then you all can determine when's the best time to do this, and budget-wise, work with people's budgets, make it affordable.
Right. Since most of the procedures that we do only take a few days, there are some of the longer procedures. People like to take vacation and holiday time, but to feel good for summer, around the holidays, just about any time of the year is good. And yes, we do offer several different types of financing options. There are some companies that we work with.
Great. Doctor, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Whitlock Cosmetic Center of Oklahoma now has the other part to this equation, which is the medical spa. Rhonda, tell us a little bit about that.
The medical spa is the portion of our clinic that's all non-surgical. It is the portion where people come in and we do weight management, we do Botox and fillers and all different kinds of skincare, whether it's someone suffering from acne or just getting younger, all lasers, skin tightening, you name it, we have it if it's non-surgical.
Most people are a little bit shy when it comes to this, Rhonda.
They are.
Why is that? What's going on?
Well, I think it's a twofold question. I think a lot of people are shy. For one, they don't want to admit they're doing something, especially in Oklahoma. It's kind of a taboo thing, which is funny because in plastic surgery, they'll actually say that they've had a procedure. But in my field, they want to just look better. It's kind of like they want to go to the reunion and they want to look the youngest, but they don't want anyone to know that they've had anything done.
You can help them look better, feel more confident about themselves. What's wrong with that? That's all good stuff.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, to make someone feel like they, a lot of people say, I don't feel my age. And I want them to look younger than their age. I want them to look healthy and rested. I do not want the fake look. I do not do that. I won't even allow it at my practice, actually. I turn people away. I don't want someone to say, oh my gosh, you've had something done. I want them to just think, man, she's really pretty, or she looks really good for her age. Or for them to go to that reunion and people say, oh my gosh, you haven't aged at all, that's amazing. Or you look really good. That's a compliment.
Health, medical, and fitness. And at Whitlock Medical Spa, you're giving those people the confidence that they may have not had, and now going forward, you're helping them with not only how they look, but their diet.
Oh, of course.
The whole person.
It's the whole person. And we at Whitlock Cosmetic Center, we kind of have a philosophy. We're very holistic. I believe that this is your picture frame. You get one face, and I think it's worth investing in. You know, people take care of this all day long, but they'll still have age spots and acne scars and things on their face to where they're still self-conscious about. When you get your picture frame right, everything else falls into place. We cover this up. You can't cover your face up. And when people have that kick to their step, you know, I mean, you could just see it. You see it in them. They look better, they feel better, they act better, and it does make a difference.
And what's also interesting about the medical spa here at Whitlock is this isn't just women.
Oh, no. We have a lot of male patients, a large clientele of male patients. And males are, they're a little more quiet about what they do, even more than the females. But I think it's changing. You know, today's generation is changing. It's okay to look young. And guys want to look young too, and they want to keep their jobs, and they want to be, you know, up against this market that we have. They want to stay young and fit, so they get their body fit, but then they see their face and they're like, you know, I need to do something. That's right. But they don't want to tell anyone. Right. And so it's nice. It's kind of like our little secret, yet it's not a secret.
Right. Rhonda, thank you so much, and we will be right back right after this.
Hi, I'm Don Thornton. Tulsa's my home, and Lexus is Tulsa's luxury leader. As a dealer, I've always been impressed by Lexus, but with the new GS and RX, I am truly amazed. They've raised the bar while other cars are still reaching for it. They set new standards in entertainment, convenience, and peace of mind. Technology that's really easy to use and performance that you'll absolutely love. You'll always get luxury and value at Lexus of Tulsa, 42nd and Memorial.
Now, just in case you've missed it, here's a quick look back at our show.
Well, we hope the last 30 minutes have given you plenty of ideas and incentives for your health and fitness.
And there's nothing more important than your health. Here's to wishing you a great start on your journey to health and fitness. I'm Heather Rumley.
And I'm Todd Rollins.
Thanks for joining us.
See you next time.
Rylan.